So, Miro, it has been a very volatile week for the stock market. I'm sure that there are a number of things contributing to this, but what possibly caused this midweek sell-off that we saw?
First of all, October is normally a very volatile month for stocks. In fact, in 1987, Black Monday, the stock market went down 500 points and wiped out 22% of the stock market's value in one day. Secondly, and this is really important, we're at the very end of a 10-year bull market. During this time, the S&P 500 increased 4 times, the Dow over 3 times, and companies have been very profitable. So that sets the context. What happened in the sell-off really are 3 factors, but the most important one was the Fed's increase in interest rates last week. That precipitated a couple of things, and the Fed does this because they want to check inflation. We had a very robust growth in the economy of 4.2% in the second quarter. That was a little bit of an anomaly, but it's still going to be close to 3% for the year, and they want to put it in check. They've been communicating this for over a year, so there shouldn't be a surprise. However, what happened was the bond yields went up. So the government bond yields went up to a high we haven't seen since 2011. And a lot of investors then moved from high-risk stocks, technology stocks on Wednesday, healthcare stocks on Thursday, and moved into these bonds. And that was the big driver of the sell-off this week.
And although you say that it was not a surprise, the president was critical of the increase in interest rates, but can you put it in perspective for us? How serious was this drop-off this week?
You know, it's a fairly serious drop-off because, as I mentioned, you know, we're at the end of the bull market. You're seeing, even though today the stocks went up in a very volatile day, they went down close to 5% over these last 7 days. And because of that, we're about halfway to a correction territory. So when the market changes by over 10%, on the downside, we're headed for a correction. So the president, you know, has some concerns. However, his approach of calling the Fed crazy on Wednesday or out of control on Thursday doesn't help settle investors because they're looking to the Fed for really strong policy guidance, and they do have a very strong policy direction.
Miro, COPIC, thank you so much.
You're welcome.